this offlane right now. I am a little concerned for Miracle and Lycan. Seems like a good Batrider lane. There's not a whole lot to punish him. Yeah. You've got a support Visage and Shaker. There's pretty limited lockdown. You're not going to be able to hit him that hard because 2 of these are melee. But Zai maybe could get punished. They're just going to look to auto-attack him, get the Fissure block, Elder Titan low, but has that move speed. Trucks his way out of there. Now coming in from the flank is Crit, looking to lend an assist. They're going to punch GH down. Elder Titan stays alive and then actually limping forward, looking for Kuro too. This Batrider might find more. That's 5 napalm stacks it looked like. End up going down 4 on Miracle. TP right back to the lane, so bottom lane
Dire's courier has been
very difficult. Meanwhile, the Dire courier got sniped. Tumba Man dives to pick it off.
That's something I've noticed about Sumail. Like, whenever he delivers, like, he won't die or anything, but he's actually making the walk of shame, and Tumba Man is going to just take down this build. I think the bigger question to me, whether Tumba Man is, because it's easy to win the lane, it's easy to push down the tier 1 tower, but moving forward, what distinguishes a good group player and also is your ability to play with your team and, you know, having the efficient farming and such things like that.
Good dive in the bottom lane as Kuroki gets picked off. This Batrider continues to ramp up the aggression, become more and more of a problem as Miracle is roasting under this tower. He is getting absolutely bullied. 7 CS on the Lycan, multiple deaths to his team's name here. Just last hits. How do you like the item choice? He's going Orchid first, it seems.
I think it's great, right? The enemy core is a Void. You get the kill on him. If you could get a kill on Venom before he pops his skills.
Or even the Wyvern so he can't cold embrace. Or, you know. Yeah, I agree. I think it's a struggle.
I think if your team is having a little bit more issues, you might want to consider things like drums or even Dalian just to help out early, but the team is doing relatively fine. Lycan has stabilized the bottom lane. Visage is starting to pick up some more points of cover. You can start to think about more of the mid-game.
Action breaking out mid, they do commit the How. GH gets off the Fissure! Sumail's gonna die under the tower! An easy double for Tumba Man! What a catastrophe for EG! Now the spiders march in, Mind Control summons the Triads, and the Zoo suddenly spawns from out of nowhere. Instantly this tower is under huge threat. Free farming where Sumail not only can't make offensive plays, but can't easily defend the towers. But in the bottom lane, Zai tries to get aggressive here. Kuro, 2-punch, man, gets the job done. He'll have his own TV show. Zai, beautiful. He's not quite dead.
Radiant's bottom tower faces
Script could switch over to Lasted real fast. The funniest things that are Wyvern, played by Crit, has like 42 CS. How worried are you about the Veno pick? Because one of the knock against Veno is like, yeah, he deals a ton of damage, but at the same time, he also doesn't scale amazingly in late game. Generally, EG as a team, very good at playing around the timing of the Venomancer, but I feel like given their laning stage and early game, I don't think they can utilize the Veno.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Arteezy is going to be the driving force of this game. I really think it's Universe going to be making plays, and that's what he looks to do now in the mid lane. Gets the last off on Tumba Man. They also commit the Chrono here. Time 12 lane, you know, ready the TPs come through. The Venom won't layer it over top of this. They're going to get the Tumba Man kill, but now the Echo. Follow-up isn't there. The Winter's, or the save rather, coming through from Crit. First the Winter's Curse, and then the Cold Embrace, keeping Sumail alive, finding them a 2-for-1 trade, and that's down. Who's been having a great time here. Nice victory. Now, if you're Liquid, you're probably thinking, I'm really good at Cold Embrace, and what's the first time to interrupt the Shaker when he's trying to combo Void, so really nice Wyvern play there. Perhaps a sign of things to come that Cold Embrace shuts down the vast majority of Liquid damage. They make a move here on Sumail. Nice familiar stun combo with the Desolator damage. They get the kill. Man, rushing the naked death though on the Brood. This is going to open the way for the approach, but first, lower hanging. Once it's tier 1 mid, they're going to get it. And I was going to say right before that, felt like I feel that tier 1 is so crucial this game. For the Roche control, like for being able to take over this EG jungle. Now all of us are to see a Kuroki as the Visage, not doing so hot, 1900 net worth. Meanwhile, the Wyvern and the Elder Titan are doubling him up. Under teasing out, Familiar's coming in, gets off the Poison Nova, and punched up, chewed up, moving finished off here. Auto attack gets the kill, and now the chase is on. They want to die as well. Sprout comes through. Oh! There! No chrono for you, sir! Sumail gets denied, and with that, the Titan will fall, and now it's a full-on rout. Crit has to commit the Winter's Curse, try to retreat. Goes for the TV out of the trees. 1 2 more auto attacks would do it, but they're not going to find him in time. Root Mama Comet, though, diving onto Sumail. They get the long-range Orchid Silence, and they chase him down with the Deso auto attacks. The Mesca Madness attack speed, not enough. Crit saves the day. Salvages it for EG, but only for now. They will lose 3. They never got off the chrono that entire fight.
And GH playing like a god there. Multiple chain stuns to make sure that Boy has a tough time. Looks like he is going to pay for it. That would be a kill.
Even gods can bleed. They do have the power control around it, but in the top lane, they make a committed jump here onto Arteezy. And as often seems to be the case, poor Benno ends up dying alive.
I mean, it's just the way that you have to play this hero. You kind of have to play forward, put down wards, and just be a threat always. As a result, he's in a very exposed position that gets picked off multiple times.
And that's fine when you have, like, I don't know, a Sumail Storm or something.
Exactly.
You know is a ticking time bomb. Is a Sumail Void at 5,500 net worth? Even it's really that kind of time bomb.
Not yet, but he can be. He needs to be eventually. Chain stun happening against Zai. He's got a big streak. Can he survive? No, he won't. Mind control.
While that was happening, Matumba Man also running down Crit. The supports get butchered. Sumail on his heels. He's going to time walk into the trees, but still being chased. Does have to teleport scroll, but knows that Fissure is there. They silence him. They drop the Sprout, get that little bit of vision. Now the Fissure's committed. He should pop. Full burn damage. And all the while, Matumba Man shoving in this middle lane. Liquid flexing on EG now.
Look much push. The Howl on all of the summons. We haven't seen it yet, but
Universe does find an opening here. Lassie's up with Matumba Man. Can they control him? He's got a BKB, but won't be able to use it here. Locked down by Sumail. Likely finished off. The Earth Splitter secures it. Chrono Earth Splitter, Lasso all down. Big brute kill. Buyback out for a minute, so by the time he comes back, maybe a minute or so until those big ultimates are ready.
I wonder how Cavalier Liquid would feel like with all the
respawns. It'd be about 50 seconds before the chrono is even. But they'll have to be decisive. Dilly dally, and all of a sudden, will not be the case as is going to duke it out in the jungle here. He commits the Poison Nova, but again it's GH ready to spring the trap. Liquid were smoking in this direction, anticipating his movements. Miracle is dangerously low, but has the armlet toggle the bell. It'll be enough to save his life. Let armlet on, await up the poison damage, and then back to safety. So
fully employed. The tier 3 should go down here. Miracle might actually get stunned up. His Aegis has been triggered, but he's got the heart, so he's just so damn tanky.
They need Sumail top to take a big head-on fight. They really need that Chronosphere, but Sumail's not there yet. The Fissure comes through, buying them time. GH ready with the Echo. They do get the Miracle kill. Earth Splitter is under the rescue.
But bottom though, Matumba Man's on the tier 3 as well. Now trading your, I guess your position on Lycan for this little bit of tower damage is not that good of a trade, but
they just did about 2,700 HP or the curse off, and that was, can kind of understand, like, Crit wants to help keep Universe alive. He's being chased. He is a core, but yeah, I agree with you. I think he's probably their second most important hero after the Void for defending.
Top lane here. Arteezy gonna get caught, and Echo Slam hits nothing.
I think some of the damage did it, but didn't even get the aftershock.
I believe the Wrath of Nature just actually clipped Universe on bottom, gets a kill. Matumba Man's in the base right now. And, well, backdoor prediction is
base created, and they're going to go bottom for him, and that means Liquid opportunity here in the top lane. They'll get to work with the Enchant Totem. They'll bring that tower down. The base is collapsing. EG having a rough start here at the International, and it might just be getting rougher. Liquid, meanwhile, surging forward. They want these objectives. Have they gotten too cocky? He's going for them, though. Miracle's got to get the hell out of there. EG hold the line for now. They've committed most of their big ultimates, but the bottom lane's being caved in. Matumba Man racing towards the next objective as he fronts up on the tier 2. Mind control towards the party as well. He will be controlled for now by Sumail getting the bashes, but all space created. The Treant's working on the melee rack. The Spider's working on the mid, and everywhere you look, Liquid are just chewing apart at EG. They've given up 3 heroes, and they have indisputably taken a massive victory in this fight. Not often you would say that.
Yeah, I mean, had they lost a Lycan, you'd be like, oh, maybe that was a little bit sloppy, but it doesn't even matter. Liquid now is just pulling them apart. I don't know, Ember or anything that just is so more mobile and can solo go.
Maybe that is part of the issue, is EG might have thought about it and they're like, well, we just don't know what that hero is, you know?
I think you mentioned Ember during the draft.
Yeah. Would Ember have been...
It would have been better than this, I think.
I think so too. But I don't feel like it would have been Storm in terms of definitely being able to take over and carry the game. Anyway, that's all water under the bridge now. All EG have left is this shamble of a base. Just a few out of touchers and GH. Dagger to the heart. He drops the totem, gets to work. Meanwhile, Arteezy's getting chewed up by Miracle. Take that, he says. Now 3 down, Munch through. They've used all their ultimates. They're out of options here, and the boys in blue are going to drop another one on day 1. Liquid say, no. We're the real boys in blue now. They'll take EG down. And with that, they count to a 1-0 lead, and they are 5-0 on today.